Alright, what's up guys, it's KOSDFF here, and today I'm going to be making possibly one of the nerdiest videos I think I've ever made. If you guys have been watching my stream for a really long time, you guys might have noticed that we get really into these like sandbox survival RPG games. We played the hell out of Ark Survival, we played Rust, we played Reign of Kings, we even played Minecraft. And this is by far probably my favorite one. I've spent hundreds of hours on this game already, and it just came out I think Christmas of last year. But yeah, no, I wanted to make a video like introducing you guys to Atlas. This is not a sponsored video. I just really like this game. And as I'm going to explain, you really need like a large crew, a large group of people to do a lot of the cooler things in this game. So I'm going to kind of show you our base as well as give you guys some instructions on like how to join if you guys want to come join us. And basically our mission or what we're trying to do. But yeah, no, this is our base. So if you wanted to just go ahead and you're already familiar with the game and come join us. We do play on the PvP servers, so like the actual dedicated servers for the game, because this like the main part of this game is like some PvP stuff, which I'm gonna explain. But nah, so if you wanted to come join us, just come join the Kraken's Moss server under NAPVP, and we're in C5 on this island right here. I think the closest free ports are here in E4 or in A6. So if you wanted to come join us, just spawn in like in one of these places, take a boat, and then ride over here. Find someone on the island. We're pretty much the only people here, and for the most part, other than people visiting for treasure maps and stuff like that. And just come up to one of us and say that you're coming from this video or from one of the streams, and we'll invite you in. We've already got like I think like 8 people, 9 people. What is that? Like something around there. And it's basically all the OG people I played all those games I mentioned earlier in all those streams. Even some of the people I played Minecraft with like 7 years ago or whatever. And if you make a character, you have to make him short. We are the Ham Pig and Little Pecans Company. That is our shit. We even have a little logo. You see a little pig with a, it's stupid. But yeah, no, we made our characters really short. So if you want to be gang and join us and look like us, you have to make him really short. You don't have to make him that fat. But yeah, no, this is our base. But basically, if you played Ark Survival, this game is very similar. It's almost a copy and paste. It's made by the same devs. Almost everything is the same for the most part, except for they took a lot of the concentration away from tames and made it more of like a PvP game, obviously it being a pirate game. But I'm going to more explain this game as in, if you were a fan or are a fan of Game of Thrones, this game is basically Game of Thrones. Like if licenses and all that other crap didn't exist and you could just make your own world and name anything you wanted to, I would name this game Game of Thrones because it's exactly that, as I'm going to explain. But a lot of this is built around PvP. So we're, we wanted to play like legit and have, a lot of fun and do everything. So we've already come over here and claimed all this land. And a lot of the times I think a lot of this people that didn't like this game had a rough shake of it when they first joined. And we did too. Finding a place to build. We ended up building in like a lawless area where the stuff degrades, and we got really pissed when it all like started to fuck off. So we eventually got in a boat and headed off and found our own island, and we've claimed a bunch of land. So if you guys come play with us, you can come, build anywhere in this little area. Because as soon as you get here, we'll just add you to the basically the permission system to allow you to build here where we've claimed. And that's really a large part of the game. So I wanted to take a second and kind of show you the breadth of this game. So we're playing on this little block right here, C5. This is basically one server. And the game is made up of, I think it's like, I don't even know how many, 300? Someone could probably do the math really quick. Different servers, they're all connected and they all have islands. So there's literally hundreds of islands for you to visit, and there's a million reasons, which I won't go into. But the game's core mechanic or core architecture really kind of drives you to explore. And that is a lot easier when you have a whole lot of people. So basically I'm going to show you the base, which is basically this right here. And a lot of the way it's designed is to prevent people breaking in and stealing shit or just breaking our base. We also have a shipyard over there where we've got a whole bunch of our ships and a little tiny building where we get all the materials and put everything together. And then further over there in the fog, which you can't see, I tried to do this video on a nice day, but yeah, the weather's been kind of fucky where we're at. But yeah, there's a taming place over there where I'll just kind of show you that there's obviously still tames in this game. But unlike Ark Survival, the game isn't fully built around tames. Now, I have yet to do the actual story in Ark Survival, like get all the artifacts and fight the boss. It's very similar in this game. You have to get power stones, as there you can tell. They're like marked a little different. And then you go fight some Kraken in the middle of the base once you've got them all, and you do all this stuff. But to do that, you need like a crew of like, I'm guessing like 20, 30 ships, basically an iron fleet and all that shit of what to do. So you really, a large part of this video is just trying to get you guys to have some interest in this game. Once again, it's not sponsored. And just to come join us so that we'll have a dope crew so that we can go war with motherfuckers. That's really what you do, is you build up your base, which is what I'm going to get into in a second. But a lot of it is you just make a bunch of warships and you go around here and destroy other people's bases and war with other people. Except for there's like mega groups. They have like 30, 40 fucking ships and have hundreds of people. So if we want to compete with them and kind of like have fun and explore that part of the game, the PvP part of the game, we need a whole lot of people. The other part is we need to build. So this base is, it's pretty protected. It's on our own land. So, we're not really worried about griefing so much. But if somebody was to come here with a whole bunch of warships, even though we've built this base far enough away from the water so they can't hit us with their cannons, it would still be a huge disadvantage to not have a whole lot of people and just a few stone gates fucking protecting us. So what I really want to do is get a whole bunch of people together to come join our company and help us gather resources, because really that's what slows everything in the game. Building the stuff actually takes seconds, but it's getting all the stone, wood, fiber, and everything, metal, and everything else you need from the random resources in the game so we can build everything. The rocks over there look kind of fucky because I've got my textures turned low. This game does eat up a lot of GPU, and I found if you put the textures on low and everything else on high, it doesn't kill your PC as much, enabling you to stream. So if you notice some FPS fluctuations, it's because this game is amazingly fucking graphically intense. I mean, if you want it to be beautiful, you can, but you can also lower the settings and still enjoy it. But I want to build a castle like right up there. So if you can kind of see the little tiny building over there, I already started building a tiny building to like house some chests so that we can put resources in there. But I want to build a massive castle on there because there's like anti-siege weapons and cannons and all this shit where you can make a huge fortress that you can protect and obviously use as I guess a main area where you can go attack other people. Game of Thrones, basically. So I want to build a huge castle, but it would take so much resources to gather that it'd be impossible to do with the 3 or 4 people we had to gather, which is what we've been doing here. So pretty much everything here has been built by me with the help of some friends, but mainly me, because I've been like the Minecraft Stever is what Ham calls me, because I like to build stuff in these kinds of games, because it's a sandbox games. It's half the fun. And we are the Ham Pig Company. Ham didn't play with us. He left us because, like I said, all that cool stuff, you need to join a big company and have a big company do. He went and joined some other group that already had 50 fucking people and all the big ships and everything already made. So he left us, but we keep him as our name because it's funny. And we're the little pecans, obviously, because we're short. We thought it was hilarious. It's really dumb. But yeah, no, I'll eventually show you how to zip lines and all these things work. But that's the shipyard over there. It's just a big fence. I'll show you the ships, but really that's just there to protect your ships from people rolling by and blowing them up with cannons. So the main part of this game is PvP. Now we've made friends with the 2 big groups near us. So the first one is the High Seas Booty Bandits. If you play this game, they're infamous. They're one of the larger groups. They go around fucking with people. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, they were cool enough not to fuck with us so much when we came and took this island, or at least part of it. And this is mainly all their claim. So we carved out a little part. We met someone when we got here, and he's like, we don't care about this island. The other 2 big groups are there's the Dynasty clan that's all over here. They're huge, and then the IG Nuz guys come over all the time. We basically met them all because they have treasure maps and stuff, and they come here to do that. Another function in the game is you get treasure maps that again entices you to explore, and you can get shit. But this is our base. This is my house here. It looked cooler before I put that up there, but there's a farming part of this game, and I wanted to farm. I know. Because you have to do so much traveling, and there's so much different shit in so many of the different islands that the only way to really bring it back, if it grows and spoils, because organic stuff in this game, that's natural, does spoil. I brought back seeds, and I have a farm up there. But yeah, that's Connor's house right there. Gon built him a house somewhere in there as well because he didn't want to build. I actually built that whole building and gave it to them because they didn't want to build. And then Oing's house is right here. She actually used to play on our Minecraft servers back in the day. We have the tower up there just in case people are fucking outside. Instead of opening our huge gates and kind of like opening our base, we can climb up there and snipe people off the top. You can get guns in this game. It's pretty cool. This is our vault. It's basically encased in stone stuff because you can't break stone with tools. So you'd have to hit this with a cannon, and we're pretty far from the water, meaning they'd have to bring a cannon all the way up here and break this. To be able to get to our valuable shit, which this is it. We want to expand all that. Eventually, again, I want to make a huge castle all out of stone. And I'll use all the cool building shit that they have because there's so much building stuff in this game. But I need help getting the resources. You guys got to come help us. And this is our taxation area. So basically, we claimed all this land. We get like 20% of the stuff that's mined here, plus the treasure maps. So people come do treasure maps here and get a bunch of gold coins. We actually get some of the gold. No one's been here in a while, but I was gonna show you all that. But there's a whole bunch of gold coins in there. We don't have that much because I haven't been doing a whole lot, but. This is my basic house. So I've got like the tannery here, the kitchen. These are basically things you go in here and craft stuff with. It's really Minecrafty. But it's fun cooler in Minecraft because it looks dope. And this game is basically all about PvP. So there's a bunch of stuff in there. Really the only standout parts of my house are here. Again, I've got like a little vault system where I keep my valuables in there, kind of protected. Again, I've got my bed protected in here. These are like the spawn points in the game. So if you destroy someone's bed, they have to spawn somewhere else. So we have a lot of those protected. Up here, it's just more like the things you need to make the stuff. But yeah, this is my little office. This is where I make all my stuff. Much room for activities. And then up here is my little farm. Where I've gotten some stuff that I've gotten at other islands that you need to craft certain things, but because like over here I have a cactus, we're not in a desert biome, so I brought back some cactus seeds to plant that. Now I can get cactus stuff whenever I want, and I've got it irrigated and fertilized and stuff like that. This game, I mean, I was gonna make a video kind of explaining a little more of the game to try and entice more of you to come play, but this game is huge. This is literally aspects of every other type of game there is all put into one, it being a sandbox game. So now this is our basic base. It's covered in stone gates. We made these. This base actually took a while to make because we made this base after they turned up the resources needed to make stone gates. These things are extremely valuable because there's so much protection and they're so huge, but now they've made them where they're so expensive resources wise they're like impossible to make. That shipyard I made out there just for all the fences of the ship took forever. But these are my animals. This is Tiny Celis. He's my bear. And then I've got Mighty Marcellus, or he was the first one I got. This is the second one I got. I had a lion, but it died. I'm gonna go outside here in a bit to go to the taming tower. He's got his head poking out. To go to the taming tower and to show you the shipyard. You know, this is a survival game, so there's like fucking deadly animals everywhere. Especially in our island, we have wolves and lions. It's gonna get pretty drastic. So that's why we have this little pen out here to kind of protect them. I eventually want to build a big animal pen, or for like all our tames, but like I said, gathering the resources takes forever. That's why I have 180 some hours already in this game, is because you spend so long getting all the resources to build all this cool shit. But up there's a huge platform that goes all the way around. I thought it'd be really cool to build a huge castle up there, and it's really, you know, has access to everything. Now, okay, I might as well ride the zip line. I wasn't going to. I was gonna actually run over there just to show you how dangerous this is, because every single time I step out there I die to a damn lion or something. But you know, I'm obviously running around here completely naked. You can have armor, guns, weapons, all different kinds of shit. The tree of skills to unlock everything you do and everything that you can get is just tremendously long. I'm like, you know, 180 something hours. I'm a level 42. Haven't even come close to unlocking everything that you can do in this game. Luckily, they have a respect, or basically a do-over kind of system, so that every now and then you can kind of redo your skill tree, so that if you want to concentrate somewhere else, and we can kind of do that pretty often, so that we always have everything. Yeah, but yeah, this is our little base. It's up here on this, as when I get down here, you'll get to see it more. It's kind of up here on this cliff, so that we're a little bit free of the danger of getting shot by boats. But our boats, because you can only anchor them near the water, are a little more susceptible to get fucked with. So that little zip line's our quick way of getting from our base over to this. But these are our boats. There's my first boat I made. It was Jenny. Really, you know, because we're such a small crew, we haven't really done any of the warring aspects. So the only cannons I put on this boat were on the back, so that we could shoot people as we were running away from them. And then the Voyager is just a small boat we made to go run to islands that we didn't care about, because that ship is pretty vulnerable. We're vulnerable in general because we're a smaller group. Because your boats, they take forever to fucking make, and there's so much danger out when you go out traveling to the other islands. You can just instantly get destroyed by so much shit. So we made some cheaper boats that we don't care about. But eventually we want to expand the seaport and build a whole bunch more. This is I think this is the second largest boat, Jenny. So if you can imagine, they get pretty fucking huge. You can have boats with like 80 cannons on them and full NPC crews and go absolutely to shit. There's a lot of people that got this game and got their own servers or played PvE and shit like that to make all that stuff. And they just like skirmish with huge boats. It's actually really fucking cool. The war aspect of this game really drives like a social Game of Thrones style conquest to own land and take over everyone. See, there's a lion in that. Nope. Run away, you little bastard. Luckily, they're not very good swimmers. And I am fucking beast. But yeah, no, I had one of you little bastards and you guys all killed them because I had an alpha lion came out of nowhere and killed me. My poor innocent Nala. But yeah, no, we have a taming area over here, as I wanted to show you. You little bastard. No! You motherfucker. Fine, kill me. I'm just gonna spawn where I wanted to go anyways. You big fucking dick. All right, so yeah, there's lions near us. So eventually I want to build a bigger base and stuff to kind of avoid those things. But all the way over here, because we noticed that a lot of the animals would spawn over here, we built this contraption to help us tame animals. So out here, there's usually a bunch of them around here. But when we want to get an animal like that lion, we basically hit them and then run over here, have them chase us, and then they run into here. Someone closes the door behind them, and then they're trapped in here. And then you can proceed to tame them. And they'd be protected from all the other animals, because you can imagine as you're taming an animal while they're passed out on the ground, there's a bunch of other animals attacking you as well. But yeah, no, this is our little island. Again, if you guys want to come join us, we're in C5 on Kraken's mod. Is coming to this island. We usually play pretty late at night, but we play like all night. So just show up and say hi to somebody, and we'll add you to the corp. We've got it all set up so that you can't like come grief us or anything like that. Because we actually took some time and set up different groups and set up our company governance and all this other stuff. So like if this whole land is open to you, so if you come here, we've already claimed it. It's nice and safe. We're friends with the big crews around us, so hopefully we won't get griefed or fucked with, or if not, we've got all the stuff to help you. We've got things like the water and the food situation sorted out, which can really fucking, I guess, troll people in the very beginning of getting into this game. But yeah, like I said, spawn into the free ports, either at E4 or A6. If you're completely new to the game, watch someone else's video to kind of learn what to do if you want to do it quickly. But you should just explore. Basically, you gather resources, you talk to the boatmaster, and you can get like a ship. Then you just sail your way over here, and then show up and say hi. And then you have all this land that's already claimed for you to come build, and we'll make awesome shit. Really, what we want to do is have a bunch of people so that we can go bigger war. But, the main part is we need help with the farming. That's kind of like the whole part of the game. And farming, by that I mean getting the stone and wood. And see, there's an alpha. Yeah, I'm dead. So these things are impossible to kill. Those guys are bastards. He's a level 204. Fuck these guys. But yeah, we need help like gathering all the resources so that we can build a mega castle. So I'm gonna basically, once we get everybody on here, I'm gonna set up a place of chests where everybody can go put stuff into, and then we'll just mass gather resources, and all of a sudden we'll have this wicked cool castle that we can all call home, and then fucking start warring on other people and taking over other islands. Basically Game of Thrones. And then take over the whole damn server and be super powerful. And you can also make alliances with other groups, or hopefully, we haven't asked yet, but with the High Seas guys, god damn it. The High Seas guys and the Ignis guys, we eventually want to get an alliance with everybody and create like a mega crew. So that we can attack other parts of the map. So like we're all up together near the C5, C6, C7s. They own all the islands around us. We should go take over like the P's and I don't think it goes that high. The O's and the N's and, I don't know here. It's easier if I show you. Like, if we can get all a huge group together to kind of represent this block, we can go all the way down here and, like, take over entire other places and create bigger bases. There's snakes, too. If I didn't mention that. But, yeah. I wasn't going to try and die a bunch when we first made this video. But, yeah, no, you definitely come check us out. We also have a Discord and things like that. If you guys remember a really long time ago, we used to get kind of our own private servers for things like Ark Survival and Rust, and Reign of Kings, and we'd get everybody on and have these huge wars, and it used to be probably the funnest thing I've ever done streaming wise with my viewers overall. Is we make these huge servers and do this really cool like war system and all these games with everybody, and we got to all play together. But the whole point of this game is robbing and stealing and fucking taking over and murdering all the other people on the server. So I figured instead this time we'll play on the official server so we can have this giant amount of different places to interact with. And then we'll just make our own huge gang and we'll work together and we'll go rob everybody else. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys come check out the game. Just a couple tips really quick, because this game is pretty graphically intense and it is still in development, so it's a little buggy. In different ways. This game is really graphically intense, so I found just lowering texture quality. So I used NVIDIA Inspector to cap the frames of this game so that I could get good quality as well as be able to stream. But you guys, because you're not streaming, or you might be, but if you're not, this game won't take as much, or you have a little bit more resources to work with. But I found just turning down the texture, so having everything else on really high makes the game really look really cool. But if you were to get really close to anything, the textures are kind of lame. I felt like that was a good trade-off for quality versus like a quantity of frames. Basically, is why everything kind of looks a little fucky. But I found that really helped. Also, going into the game user settings, turning on VSync, and then using NVIDIA Inspector to cap your frames for the game at 90 so that it gives your GPU a little bit more room to work with. Because even my computer, which is running dual 1080s, it runs at like 95% when I'm playing this game. So it's pretty huge. But other than that, like, you know, just play with the settings to get it to work. The game can be pretty aggressive in the very beginning. You'll notice you have these 4 bars on the right hand side that measures all your vitamins, and because you have to eat like vegetables and have a balanced diet and all this shit. We will help you all with that stuff because we have all that stuff already set up. You'll notice you always need water, and water is kind of hard to find in this game unless you've figured out the water system, which is like, you know, collecting rainwater and all that stuff. We have plenty of all that stuff, so everything that you're probably gonna struggle with getting your first little tiny boat, which shouldn't take you longer than 10 or 15 minutes, just because the resources are easy to get on the Freeport Islands, and the boat's just relatively easy to spawn in because you know, someone else makes it for you, the in-game NPC available there. Everything that you're probably struggling with, we'll help you with, and becomes a lot easier once you're on your own island, when you're on your own claimed land and you're surrounded by people that will help you and give you certain little tiny things that are easy for us to make, but hard for like a person that's just joined. And the main point is we need help gathering resources, so we're gonna do everything we can to get you to come help us get mass amounts of stuff so we can build a wicked cool castle and plenty of huge boats so that we can go take over other people's shit, rob them, and take everything they own, so we don't have to build it ourselves. And there's so much more about this game I could go into. There's literally like hours and hours and hours of stuff that you could go on explaining about when it either comes to building, when it comes to taming, when it comes to the piracy stuff, when it comes to getting gold coins, when it comes to the actual story of the game, all the different, you know, techniques and best ways to do 1,000 different things as far as resource gathering, the blueprints, the treasure maps, the Power Stone Islands. There's literally just so much stuff in this game that, you know, I think it's a game that we're going to be playing for quite a long time. As you guys have noticed, I've been a little absent for the better part of the last little month, and it's because I was taking a little bit of a break, but a lot of it has to do with just me wanting to have some fun and get back to gaming, because, you know, I made vlogs like non-stop for I don't know how many years. Like, I wanted to get back to gaming. I finally found my game. Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out in a couple of days, so I will be streaming the fuck out of that game. But if I'm not playing that, I leave my character online in here and just to do stuff. So like I pretty much live in this game. So I hope you guys come play. Hope you guys come check it out. Once again, just to show you, to go ahead and come in. It's Kraken's Maw right up here. That'll be the server when I ask you what servers to join. It's on an official server, so it's not an unofficial. There's only like 4 or 5 servers on there. So Kraken's Maw, spawn either at like E4 or A6. Those are the 2 closest free ports. Make your way over here. Say hi to somebody. There's an in-game voice system. I think you hit B or delete if you want to yell so that everyone can hear it a lot louder. And just yell that you're coming to come help, and then we'll add you to the fucking squad, and you'll be ham, pig, and little pecans. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. And if you don't want to play this game, or your computer isn't good enough, because I understand this game does take a good computer. We stream it all the time. Now that I'm back from New York, we're gonna just get back on our stream grind, because we sit here and just play this game for like all night. So we look forward to seeing you guys there. But I'm out of here. I'm gonna go actually like literally play this game. Hopefully I'm gonna upload this video. Hopefully, you know, by tonight we'll start seeing some people show up, because that would be fucking cool if we could get like 20-30 people together and take over this whole island and fucking go war and destroy everybody. Yeah, I'm out of here though. Bye.